Welcome to Essential Elements 2000. We are pleased to welcome you into the world of music making with this brief introduction to playing and caring for your cello. Be sure you have your instrument so you can follow along with our cello student. Before you know it, you'll be having fun making music. The first step is removing the case properly. First, remove the bow from the case and lay it in a safe place. You will not be playing with the bow yet, but it is necessary to remove it so that you can unpack the cello safely. Now, unfasten the case. Once you have the case unfastened, gently work it off the cello. After you have removed the cello from the case, carefully hold it by grasping it around the neck. Remember that the cello is a fragile instrument and can be easily damaged. Start learning the names of the parts of the instrument. They are scroll, pegs, peg box, nut, fingerboard, neck, upper bout, C bout, F hole, bridge, fine tuners, tailpiece, and end pin. Remember, remove the bow from the case. Carefully work the case off your cello and hold your cello around the neck. Now, let's learn how to play pizzicato. Pizzicato is a plucking of the string. Adjust the length of the end pin so the scroll of the cello is near your nose when you are standing. Sit on the front half of your chair with your feet positioned underneath your knees. Place the end pin directly in front of you, 1 arm's length away. Lean the cello slightly to the left and allow the instrument to rest against your chest. The C peg should be near your head behind your left ear, and both knees should touch the cello just below the C bout. It may be necessary to readjust the length or position of the end pin. When you play your instrument, always sit near the front edge of your chair. Your spine should be straight and tall, your shoulders back and relaxed, and your feet flat on the floor. Now, turn your right thumb upside down and place it against the side of the fingerboard. Then extend your index finger. Let's pluck each string 4 times as we identify its name. The smallest string is the A string. Next to it is the D string. Then the G string. And the largest string is the C string. Now that you know the names of the strings, let's learn how to shape the left hand. Hold your left hand with your palm facing you. Your index finger is your first finger, middle finger is the second finger, ring finger is third, and your pinky is fourth. The thumb is never counted as a finger. Move your fingers so they are all evenly spaced. With this spacing, bring your hand to the fingerboard and place your fingers on the D string, the second smallest string. Slightly bend your thumb and place it on the back of the neck, so it is behind the second finger. Be sure your arm remains relaxed and straight. Remember, adjust the length of the end pin. Check that the C peg is near your head, behind the left ear. Your knees should touch just below the C bout. And your left thumb should be on the neck, behind your second finger. Now we are going to learn some new notes. Before you play, check your posture and make sure you are holding your instrument properly, keeping all 4 fingers down on the D string. Now place your right thumb against the fingerboard and use your index finger to pluck the D string while keeping all 4 fingers down. This produces the pitch G, which sounds slightly different than your open G string. Pluck this several times. Now, gently lift your 4th finger while leaving your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers on the string. This produces the pitch F sharp. Pluck this several times. Then, lift your 2nd and 3rd fingers, leaving only your 1st finger on the string. This will produce the note E. Also, pluck this note. As you lift your fingers, always keep them close to the string. Continue to practice lifting and setting your fingers several times on different pitches. Good playing habits will allow you to make fast progress. You are ready to move ahead in your book. Remember, begin with all 4 fingers down. Pluck with your index finger. And practice lifting and setting your fingers. Be sure not to use the bow until your teacher instructs you to. You will be more successful in your playing if you learn one step at a time. Learning to hold the bow involves several steps, or bow builders. You should practice shaping your right hand by using a pencil, which is bow builder number 1 in your book. Hold a pencil in your left hand about waist level. Place the tip of your right thumb between the 1st and 2nd joints of your 2nd finger. Then place the pencil between your thumb and 2nd finger, while keeping your thumb gently curved. The pencil should touch your first 3 fingers between the 1st and 2nd joints, and touch the 4th finger at the 1st joint. Once you have your fingers placed comfortably, remove your left hand from the pencil, but keep your fingers relaxed. Continue shaping your hand on the pencil until it feels natural to you. Then you can proceed to bow builders 2 and 3 in your book. The bow hand takes time to develop. Remember to do these exercises until your teacher has instructed you to use the bow. Remember, the tip of your right thumb should be between the 1st and 2nd joints of the 2nd finger. Keep your thumb gently curved. Be sure the pencil touches your first 3 fingers between the 1st and 2nd joints. And keep your hand relaxed. The bow is very delicate and needs to be handled carefully. When your teacher says you are ready, pick up your bow. The parts of the bow are the stick, bow hair, ferrule, frog, winding, adjusting screw, and tip. Never touch the bow hair. Each time you remove the bow from the case, you will need to tighten the hair by using the adjusting screw. Notice that when the hair is tightened, there is still a curve in the bow stick. Once this has been achieved, you will be ready to transfer your bow hand shape to the bow stick. Remember to wait until your teacher has given you permission to use the bow on your instrument. In order for the bow to sound properly, you must apply rosin to it. Hold your cake of rosin in your left hand. Hold the bow with your right hand and move the bow back and forth on the rosin until a slight amount of white powder appears on the bow hair. Remember, never touch the bow hair. Tighten and loosen the bow hair with the adjusting screw. Apply rosin to the bow. And move your bow across the rosin. Before storing your instrument, use a soft cloth to wipe it clean of any fingerprints or rosin. Also, return the end pin to its original position. Then, put the case over the scroll and carefully work the case around the instrument. Then close the case. Once your instrument is safely put away, pick up the bow. The bow stick should be wiped off before it is put back in the case. Be careful to not touch the hair. Turn the adjusting screw to loosen the hair slightly. Remember to always store your instrument in a safe place. Avoid extreme heat, cold, and quick temperature changes. Never attempt to repair your instrument. Tell your teacher or qualified music dealer if something needs to be fixed. Your cello will be waiting for you, safe and sound, the next time you want to play. Remember, wipe any fingerprints and rosin off your cello. Return the end pin to its original position. Work the case around the cello. And be sure to loosen the bow hair before storing the bow. Playing the cello is fun. Good luck and have a great time.